Okay, so looking at UJ, we've been in an uptrend, um, and I've taken two positions. So now I'm waiting for price to come back to this AOI, and then we take the buys. So I need a closure above, like I wrote here, buy after 30 minutes closure above. So just want, and this is on replay. So I want to see what has happened. Okay. Price eventually got to our AOI. So about this time, no, not about this time, but yesterday about 1 p.m. Um, I got the alert that price was in AOI. So since then, I've been waiting for price to close above. So let's move forward a bit. It's making lower lows. Beautiful. So this was today 6 a.m. I remember waking up, doing some stuff, and then about 6 a.m. I just looked at this because I usually wake up about 5:30 a.m. So about half an hour later, I just looked at the chat, and then in my mind, like, okay, I'll soon get confirmation that the price has closed above. So I still held on. I didn't take the trade here, which was amazing actually. So let's see what happens next. Obviously, price went down once. Let's see. Okay. We have a closure above here, exactly 1 p.m. So this is the entry. Price is even above this. Our stops, our stops is going to be here below this, point. We're aiming for 1 to 5. Okay, so this is the trade. Buy after 30 minutes closure. This is 30 minutes closure, and this happened Tuesday, 1 p.m. Okay, let's fast forward and see what has happened. Okay, and we are live now. Okay, so I'm going to enter this trade now. So wow, you guys get to see me trade live. Interesting. So I'm only taking this trade, but I'm still going to set my, well, you guys are here. So I'm going to set my orders with this same stuff. So let me just write this here. Buy USDJPY entry 157.985. SL also 157.023. CP is 159.43. Awesome. Okay, so we need to go to let's check this out. USDJPY. I didn't even check how many pips that was. Let's go back. 96.2. 96.2 pips. 50,000, 1%. 0.821 petition. 0.821. 0.82 pending. 157.985. 157.985. Filing it. SL 157.023. Yeah, much better. Take profits 159.431. 159.431. So value going to write 760 because of maybe this thing. Yeah, case of spread to 760. That's the trade. Risk is slightly above 1%. But yeah, that's okay. So, all right. So that's the trade. Now we just wait to see what happens if price can come back and tap us in and if it's going to go in the direction. So wait to see. Well, everything looks good on the 30 minutes. We got this entry would have been here about 1 p.m. So I didn't want to take it 1 p.m. because market was closing or yeah, market was closing and there would have been swap fees. But anyways, this is a trade. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is our UJ trade from yesterday. Um You had a 1, 2, 3 move. Price came to the AOI. We have been waiting for a closure above. We got our closure above. Let's see here. So ideally, Tuesday, March 10th. This is where we would have entered the trade, but I did not enter the trade here because, like I said, swap fees. So we waited and then I think 6 p.m. here. So this was where we saw market live and then we set a limit order. So let's see what happened. Price was going up. I remember this. I was like, price has left me. But again, you have to stick with your strategy and not jump around or lose confidence in it, right? So again, a limit order was set here and let's see what happened. So by 12 a.m., I was tagged in, right? So the trade was triggered here. This is 12:30 as well. The trade was triggered here, and then I became active in the trade. And let's see what happened. The price starts going up. Okay. Okay. We have made or about to make a new higher high. Okay, we made a new higher high there. Okay, beautiful. So now that we've done that, um, we can then take an AOI above now. So we would be waiting for price to make a new higher high and then come back down below here again. And when and if we get a 30 minutes closure above, we buy. So I'm just going to take this up. This entry was for yesterday, and we leave this. So see, so beautiful. That's all. We continue waiting, nothing to do. Um, yeah, we wait. Okay, so we're back on UJ. Let's see what happened. Just to show you guys what I did. So like we said previously, we're waiting for price to come back down to this AOI. We moved our AOI up here yesterday. So once price to come to this AOI and then we would buy afterwards. Okay, so let's see what happened. Price has come to the AOI. What we didn't react yet. This was about 9:30. Okay, good. Now it's in the AOI. Now we wait for the closure. Okay. So I think right about here, this was 6 a.m. today. I'm going to drop down to 15 minutes. So right about here, I think I then entered to trade. So had this coming up here. Okay. So once I got this, I set like a buy limit order because it's about 6:30, 6:40. So I was kind of preoccupied. And also there was news. I don't really like trading during news. I believe it was unemployment claims or so today, about 6:30. So I don't usually clear about this time. So I did set a buy limit order, believe, and then aiming for 1 to 5. As you can see, this target was even slightly lower than this. I had 159.355. Anyways, let's see what then happened. So price got triggered here. Can call that like a sniper entry. But, and then, okay. Yeah, price did its thing. Okay, and I think, yeah, beautiful. So right about here, so we entered the trade about 7 a.m. and about 12 p.m., 5 hours later, we hit TP. Now, what about this order, the initial trade? You know, our entry was this, stop loss was 157.023, which is down below here, and our TP was 159.431. So let's see if this trade also hits TP. It's taking its time. Still is taking its time. I think on the next, yeah. So TP was hit. We took this trade about one. Okay, well, we didn't really take it 1 a.m. We set a limit order again. So we're in by about 6:30 p.m. Right about here. So took us 6:30 p.m. to today 1:15 p.m. before we hit TP. And let's even see what happened after we hit TP. Okay. Price came down a bit. That's cool. Played up a bit. Still cool. Oh, I guess that's live. So let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening now. Okay. Awesome. So both trades played out. So we just made 3%, 1.5, 1.5, 3%. And that's it. That's the strategy. That's doesn't get any easier than this. Yeah, so the whole purpose of trading this way, getting that, yeah, basically like the whole purpose of trading this way and everything is to implement my risk management that I've come up with, right? Which is exactly this. So my account size is 50,000. I'm risking 1% per trade. That equates to $500 per trade. So in a scenario whereby I lose 10 trades, obviously I'll be losing the accounts and I'll be losing 5,000. In a scenario where I win one trade and I lose nine, 3,750, and as the case may be, I am totally fine with these figures. Okay, so I only need to win four trades to break even. Immediately or as soon as I get five winners, I am guaranteed 1,250, which equates to 2.5% of my account size. Again, I am totally fine with this. Okay, so now let's see what that looks like on the account. So this is an account I got, when did I get this account? March 9th. Today is March 12th. So I got this account March 9th, about 3 days ago. As you can see, start date March 9th. Also a bunch of things. So right now, my equity is 52,498, but I have a balance of 1801. Average winners is 764. Obviously, you're going to have some plus or minus. Ideally, I'm always aiming for 750. My risk is usually always 500. You can also see this average loss is 480. I have a win ratio of 75%, a profit factor of 4.77. Anything above one means the trader is profitable. So if I have 4.77, that implies I'm very profitable. So my maximum, yeah, this is normal. So on the 9th of March, I took a trade, and it was a winning trade, made a profit of 725. Again, this is where the things are going to fluctuate a bit in terms of like maybe swap, spread, this type of things. So the numbers might not be exact, but it's going to be close to it. So again, similarly here, I took one trade on Wednesday, which was yesterday. I lost the trade and I lost $480. Today, March 12th. Well, I guess I took the entries from March 11th. Two trades, profit of 1568. And if you divide this by two, that's about maybe 750 and some change, or 760, something like that. So let me pull up my calculator here. We have 1568 divided by two. Yeah, 784. Again, totally fine. So number of days I've traded for 3 days, which also implies that I've met the minimum trading days, as you can see here, past. My biggest 4 trades in total have been taken. I've used a total of 9.62 lots. My biggest win is $830. My biggest loss is $480. Profitability total of 4 trades, wins 3, losses 1. Wins total is 2,200 and some change. Losses is 480. Okay, so now the important part. So this was the trade, like I said, I took on 9th, 725, as you can see here, commission of $25, which explains that, right? So Euro USD, I was buying as well, but I ended up losing the trade, so I lost $480. UJ that I showed you guys not too long ago, right? This was it. So we had winners of $830 and $737. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much about this for this account. So the idea is that I want to take 10 trades and then see what results I actually achieve after the 10 trades. So now I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4. I've taken 4 trades. However, I still have some open trades. I have 3 open trades, meaning altogether I've taken 7 trades. Euro USD, I'm selling right now. German 40, I'm selling though the market is closed temporarily. US 30, I'm also selling. So all these are sales and they are all open. So let's just see how they are panning out. This is US 30. I sold here, almost got taken out here, but price dumped a bit. So right here. So that's that for this. Euro USD. Euro USD, I'm on sales here. Price is kind of going back or pulling back. This is what it is. We'll see how that goes. German 30. The 30 has been crazy. Took my entries here. Lots of things happening. So let's just go to the live. Yeah, this will refresh. Give it a second. Okay. So, wow, you can see commission minus 16. That's totally fine. So here we have a balance of 51,812, equity of 52,448. Being that these 3 trades are still open, technically we can hit profit targets if all 3 remaining trades turn out to be winners. So that's 750 times 3, 2250 plus 18,800. Yeah, 4,050. We still gonna have 50 or some change to spare. So we're not going to be touching anything. We're just going to leave this for now and see what the outcome. After all, today is already Thursday, going to Friday. So we'll see what happens with these trades. Okay, that's all we're here for. We just want to take 10 trades, see the outcome, and then we see if we can scale up. So going back to the Excel sheet, this everything is already like programmed, so to say. Again, balance 50K, 100K. If I get 5 winners, I'm up 2.5%. If I get 6 winners, I'm up 5%. 7 winners, I'm up 7.5%. 8 winners, 10%. 9 winners, 12.5%. 10 winners, 50%. Again, I'm totally fine with these percentages. I'm not necessarily looking at the dollar value because your capital can always, you can always scale up. So capital is never a problem. That's what I always say. That being said, again, I'm totally fine with this result. So I know that as worst comes to worst, I'm going to lose 10%. As best case scenario, I'm going to get 15%. That's totally fine. For 40% or 4 out of those 4 winners, and I'm at break even. Okay, so if I get 40%, I'm at break even. Again, totally fine. 5%, 1 to 50, 2.5%, I'm good. If I were to take a guess, I would actually say between 5 to 6 winners is kind of more likely to happen. Okay. Now, that being said, again, I'm totally fine with these 2 numbers, and this can always scale. So, for example, if this was a 100K count, we would be looking at break even still at 4. The numbers, the uh main things like this don't change. The percentage don't change. The numbers will just change based on your capital, right? So I still need 4 winners to be break even. Once I get 5 winners, 2.5, which is 2.5%, again, totally fine. 6 winners, 5K, totally fine. If I would take it a step further of being, let's say, like max funded with FundingPips, for example, that's 300K account. Again, 4% or 40% break even. 5 winners, 50%, 7.5, more than enough. 6 winners, 15,000, more than enough. Okay. So again, we just want to take 10 trades, see the outcome, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's all. That's all. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens with the remaining trades. So I believe I've taken, where is this? Let's go back to history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So I've taken 7 trades. Wow, in one week. Let me see from 9th. Yeah, 7 trades in 1 week. Not bad. I think I should actually cool down and wait till next week before I trade again. Ideally. We'll see how it goes. If and when my setup comes up, I have no choice but to click the button. So we'll see how that goes.